Hello, go horrors and fellow deadites. I'm Brennan,
I'm Sam.
and welcome to Our Life in Horror. It's been a few days.
I know. Feeling a little off.
Yep,
Tired.
very.
We just got back from Niagara Falls, Frightmare in the Falls.
We survived another con.
Yeah. And we didn't even do any after parties or anything. We went to bed early and
I stayed up a little bit later watching Law and Order than you.
okay. That's fair. I just feel dehydrated though still and everything. And
Yes.
we didn't do anything crazy.
There's a lot of coffee drinking on my part, so I do feel dehydrated.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about everything we bought.
Yep. This is our post conversation.
Post conversations. We're gonna talk about all the people we met and our experiences, and then we'll talk about the con overall.
Yeah, we'll talk about what we bought.
I said that already.
I'm sorry.
A little rusty.
A little tired.
A few days off, and I'm already like, what do we do in front of the camera again? So you want to talk about who we met first?
Sure. We got to meet.
I'll put photos up as well.
Yeah, Rye Barrett,
who
is Johnny
in A Violent Nature.
In A Violent Nature. I first watched him in The Heretics and quite a number of Black Fawn films because he's local.
Mm-hmm. He works with them a lot.
Yeah, fantastic. What a genuinely nice person.
He was really nice.
We were his first people there at his table. Like, he was still setting up, and we're like, "Hey, what's going on, dude?"
Yeah. No, he was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to give us insight on the sequel, but he's like, I also don't know if anything's set in stone, so
yeah,
he didn't want to steer us the wrong way. And
I always pry. I always can't help myself. I always have to pry.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they want that too. Like, they want us to come up and ask them questions and not just be like, hi, which we do sometimes if we don't really have questions. But yeah, we didn't get any info because he couldn't say anything.
Yep, which is fair.
But he said they're still writing it, I guess.
Yep, they're still working on some ideas.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, super nice guy.
Absolutely.
I was happy to start our con off that way.
Yeah, me too.
Who was next?
We met.
Questions all off.
We met Tigger and Pooh from Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Yeah, Pooh was a little quiet.
Yeah, but Tigger was awesome.
He could chat. He's just like Tigger in the movie. He could chat your ear off.
Yeah.
Loved it.
He really wanted to chat about all the upcoming films and, would tell stories and just such a nice guy.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, we didn't have a super bad experience. We'll talk about our least one coming up here.
Yeah. And it wasn't even that horrible.
No.
We've had worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we met them. And Tigger, we're gonna keep calling him Tigger. His name's Lewis. Lewis was really talking about how excited he is to do the Pooniverse. Because there's gonna be lots of kills and just so many
yeah, he said there's
characters,
10 serial killers on the screen at once.
Yeah, and yeah, he's just jacked up for it, and he got to go on set for other movies like the Peter Pan one, I believe he said.
Yep.
And he said it's going to be super dark.
Yep. Bambi's done filming now.
Yeah. Just it was a really good experience.
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name that played Pooh. He was just quiet. But that's fine.
Yeah, he was so super nice and very appreciated for us coming up there.
Yeah, tall guy.
Yeah, he was tall. He was very excited that he didn't have to bend over to be in our photo.
Yeah. And then we met Killer Clowns.
We met Grant, Suzanne. We met the guy that played Rudy and the guy that played Fatso.
Yeah, so
yeah, that's Rudy.
Herod Blank and Paul. I should have written names down before we got to this, but his name's Paul, his first name.
You could always go on the website too.
Yeah, I'll put them up on the screen. I'll edit all this. Yeah, they were all nice.
Yeah, incredibly nice. Grant is so funny. and just so happy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the photo we got with him, he's just cheesing.
Oh yeah. I loved it. So I got my Scream Factory Killer Clowns 4K Steelbook signed.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Suzanne was very sweet.
She was very nice.
Yeah. And a lot of them would hold up the mask with us.
Yeah.
In the photo. So that was nice. And then we met the Thanksgiving crew.
All of them.
Yeah.
Except for we didn't meet 3 stars, 3 of the main kids, and of course we didn't meet Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah. So we met Eli Roth.
Yes. Incredibly nice.
Very nice. We had a good conversation too. We were talking about Thanksgiving and
nudity in horror movies.
Nudity, because you were like, she likes nudity.
Yeah.
Call me out. And then he basically went on to say exactly what we talked about the other day in our live, saying people don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
They originally shot the cheerleader scene topless and they took it out.
Yeah, that's how it was in the trailer originally.
Yeah. So, yeah, bummer.
Yeah, definitely.
And it makes me think maybe there's not going to be any in the next movie now, which I was kind of hoping for, because I don't know. I still like that stuff. I know people these days are a little
sensitive.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Sensitive.
I guess. Some people just don't like it, which is fine.
Yeah.
You watch the movies that you want to like. There's so much horror out there. Lots of horror without nudity. And we just want a little bit more modern with.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so Eli Roth. And then we met Gabriel Davenport. It was so nice.
Mm-hmm.
So nice.
Yeah, he was the first one we met from the Thanksgiving crew.
Yeah, and he's from Toronto.
Yep.
He was even telling us like, oh, come back with your mics, and like, because we told him we did YouTube, and he's like, come back with your mics, like ask everyone if they'll do questions, like I'm sure people will say yes. And we actually were planning to do it, but it's exhausting at cons, like just meeting everyone and shopping and just getting from point A to point B. I'm like overstimulated. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
So we kind of opted out of doing that, which we've opted out of doing that a lot. Eventually we'll do it.
Yeah, I felt a little discouraged after seeing like this big film crew come through and is interviewing everybody, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to go through that and do that with after it's all been done, because Frightmare that was Frightmare's crew.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I would have been fine doing it, but that didn't really bother me.
Yeah,
I mean, we do it for our audience.
Yeah, no,
right. Frightmare's doing it for people that are gonna look at the con stuff, but like we've got an audience that we could do it for, right? Yeah. But this is giving me a little bit of optimism and maybe reaching out to a couple of these people.
Yeah, like maybe we could get them on here for a live or something.
Yeah, exactly, or even just a little interview or something.
Yeah.
I definitely have taken mental notes of the ones I want to reach out to, the ones that were very positive and chatty, you know?
Yep.
We'll talk about that off air though. So we met him and he was awesome. He asked me who my favorite character was and I didn't say him, and he's like, oh. I'm like, I should have just said him, but I said the main girl. But and then we met Jalen Thomas Brooks. Super nice. All the Thanksgiving people were nice.
Everybody was super nice.
I don't have any bad things to say about any of them.
I don't have anybody we met, really. I don't have anything to say. There's just like one awkwardish experience, and that's about it.
We'll get to that.
2.
Yeah. So yeah, super nice guy. And then he's not tagged in my thing, but I'm gonna Google the cast here. He's not tagged in my thing because he doesn't allow people to tag him on Instagram.
Yep.
Oh, Mark Patton didn't make it.
Yeah.
We were really looking forward to Mark Patton, but unfortunately he could not make it. Tommaso Sanelli.
Yeah.
I think he's the only one that wasn't from Canada.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty much everybody else was from Canada.
Yeah. Again, super nice guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like you could see when you're like walking by the tables, you could see him like just chatting with people too that weren't paying, like people just kind of walking by and stuff. I noticed. And then we met Jenna Warren, who plays Yulia.
Yep.
And I went up and I was wondering if she was going to have a Russian accent or not. But she's from here. She's from Ontario.
Yep.
Grew up close to where you grew up.
Yep.
Super nice. We were her first con autographs.
Yep.
Ever.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Yeah, she's super sweet. And then we met Karen Cliche.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it should be Cliche.
She's from Toronto, but moved to Ottawa.
Yep.
So that's local to us too. And again, super nice.
Yeah.
Is that everyone from Thanksgiving? Oh, no.
We met the Pilgrim.
Yeah. So
or John Carver.
Yeah, Alex Armbruster.
Yep.
Super nice.
Absolutely.
Not a bad thing to say. Yeah, and I think the Thanksgiving crew too, because I think this was a lot of their first big movies. Probably don't quote me on that. Maybe someone else did something bigger, but they're just jacked up to be at this con.
Oh yeah, they're so pumped.
Yeah. Then we met Tom Savini.
And this wasn't even bad. It was just fast.
It was just short, to the point. You went to shake his hand and he fist bumped you and said, "Stay healthy." So I think maybe he's a bit of a germaphobe.
It could be.
I'm thinking he's just, doesn't want to shake hands, which is fine. Some people are just a little weary still after COVID.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, he's old too.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't really converse with us, to be completely honest.
No, and then he didn't even get up for our picture.
He made us come behind
him. We had to move behind him for him to take the selfie.
Yeah. But I still don't want to say it was like terrible, because I know a lot of people say they have bad experiences, but I mean,
it was just fine.
It was just whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We got our photo, so.
Yep. And our autograph.
And it's a cute photo, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
And then, is that everyone? Oh no, we met Shawnee Smith.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked to her about the show Scream Queens. We talked about the Saw Trap, because there were so many people walking around wearing them. She was nice.
Yeah.
And the photos were kind of awkward because I wasn't sure what we were doing.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she's like, "We're making our album cover," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, it was just I did see somebody else did some photos like that too. Yeah. So I was like, okay, it just wasn't us, but like ours felt like it went on for a while.
Yeah, I just felt thrown off by it because I was like, "Oh, okay," because usually someone takes the photo for you. But she was just taking my phone and doing the selfies. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was different.
But yeah, I'm happy we did it. We went to her last minute. Like it was a last minute thing.
Yeah, we weren't even gonna do it, and then we were just trying to kill some time, and we were like, okay, let's just go do it.
Because her line was so long. Her line was so long all weekend, like literally all weekend. And then we just caught her where there was one person in line at the end of the day.
Yep.
So we're like, let's just go now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy we got it in.
Yeah, me too.
But that was everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, we missed it on Ted. But
Ted Raimi.
I chose that.
Yeah.
When Ted and Sam and Bruce are all at the same con, those are the only people we're meeting.
Okay. And then we did not go and meet Danielle and Scout because we have in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And we also bought tickets to their Talk Scary to Me podcast.
Yep. So we got to watch a live show.
Yeah, because I've been listening to them forever, and every week I still do. So I was like, I don't care that it's extra money. We're paying for it, and we're going to go watch. Yeah. And they're actually not airing the footage. They're going to only put it on their Patreon.
Yeah.
So it will not be up. But Brendan won a koozie for me.
Yep.
Trivia. They did trivia, and they were throwing these out.
Yeah, the first question, and that was the only one I got.
Yeah, it was a very small, intimate group.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was maybe 30 people.
Yeah, like there was a person across the way rolling a joint.
Yeah, he was literally just rolling a joint and screaming out questions and talking.
Like he had a fucking played out and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, that guy over there is rolling a fucking joint.
Yeah. But it was kind of cool because before Scout and Danielle came in, and they had Alex Vincent as their guest.
Yep.
Because they always bring a celebrity guest on when they go to cons. And we did not meet him either because we have in the past.
Yep.
So don't want to pay for the photo twice.
Next time.
But before they came in to do the podcast, I couldn't think of the word. The organizer of the Frightmare?
Yeah, I'm going to say he's the organizer.
And the volunteer organizer and their assistant or something. He said that he does whatever they do.
Yeah.
They sat down to test the mics, and they were kind of talking about the history of Frightmare and basically talking about conventions and how they can't have no one can start a horror convention in Toronto because Fan Expo basically owns the rights.
Well, they split the rights.
Okay.
So there was originally an expo in Toronto. I can't remember what they called it, but they sold it, and half of it went to Fan Expo, I think, and then the other half of it went to the Niagara Convention Center or whatever, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but basically what that means is within that radius from Toronto to Niagara Falls to, I'm going to say, to Hamilton, you cannot host another horror convention.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't host another one to compete with Frightmare or Fan Expo.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool information to learn. I like that. So that's why there's no gigantic horror con in Toronto every year. That's why it's just Frightmare.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
I thought it was really neat. Actually, I like that.
Yeah. And then they also talked about their favorite guest experiences, and his was Elvira Cassandra Peterson.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a good show. I had fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I'm happy that we spent the money on it because I know a lot of people were saying like they don't want to spend the extra money like they would have went if it was free. And there was an after party going on at the same time that was free, but this was more my jam.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to get into the stuff we bought?
Sure.
Start with this since it's in my hands.
Yep, may as well.
Mallory at Oracle Stitches. She's there every year, and I always get something. And she crochets these adorable little.
Yeah, remember what it's called? A Baphomet?
A Baphomet or something.
Baphomet.
Yeah, but she also does like little Sams from Trick or Treat and
Gizmos. This year.
Like she does tons of horror stuff. So go check out her Instagram, Oracle Stitches. They're super cute. This is really soft yarn.
Yeah, there's like this size, and then you can get ones that are like this big.
Massive.
Like literally like this big.
She did little bats this year that the wings can like close and hug, or they can open up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very cool. Very chatty. Love seeing her every year.
Yeah. And her husband Adam is always there.
Yep. Also super friendly.
For years we were forgetting what his name was, and we felt so bad, and we finally just bit the bullet. We're like,
hi Adam, if you're watching us.
And we apologize.
Yes.
But yeah, we ended up going to Talk Scary to Me with them.
Yep.
The podcast. So yeah, love them. So that's the first item.
Yep.
Do you want to grab something?
Sure. So we'll start out with
we got way too much shit.
We did. We went nuts this year for a specific reason. Like we wouldn't have gone this hard. We got some hot sauces. So this is jalapeno.
They're from Salem's Lot hot sauces.
Yeah.
And he had all of them out. You could taste them.
Yep. He was dressed up as Willy Wonka. It was pretty funny.
And this is Hallucinate the Heat.
Yeah. So that one's like a wing sauce. This one's like just like a jalapeno.
Yeah. They got cool labels too. I don't know if you can really see them, but
yeah, I can't remember what this one is either. Whoa.
Yeah. They taste good though.
That looks familiar. I don't know what that shot's from.
And they're hot.
Yeah, they do get spicy rather quickly.
Yeah.
There was a mushroom one that was really hot.
One of our dogs just shit themselves. Okay. So
oh, yeah, I did.
We will do Tales from Her Crypt next.
Okay.
Because these are super cool. There's tumblers, mugs, everything. So I got a Tiffany Valentine tumbler.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the back, it's got the Tiff doll. And it's pink. It's kind of hard to see. Our camera and lighting is not the greatest. Apologies. But I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Tales from Her Crypt. We got another tumbler too, but that's a gift for someone.
Mm-hmm.
So not showing that off.
That's a special gift for somebody.
And then I got I Love Bad Boys.
Oh, is that the one you got?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know. I just was doing something else when you walked away.
I love that one. And Jennifer's Body.
I am God.
Yeah.
I am a god.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much your tattoo.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's why I was like, oh, you may as well get it.
She has lots of awesome stuff though. So check out her Instagram page, and if she's ever at a con near you.
Yeah.
I'm just in love with her stuff.
How do these fit in there?
I don't know. They don't fit all of a sudden, but
maybe they just fit like that. Yeah.
So you can pick something.
Sure. I'm gonna pick a stack of movies out. So this is the first time I think I've. No, I got some. This was Synopsis Films. Synopsis. But this is the first time I've ever visited one of their booths. And it was a rocky experience because this guy did not pay cash and he did not know the price of the movies that he had.
Yeah.
So he had to go on his phone, figure out the price on the website, then convert it to Canadian. And then I was ready to pay cash. And then he's like, oh, only debit. And then I pulled out my debit because you allowed me to. And he was like, oh, RBC doesn't work on here. And it's like, holy fuck. I'm like, I guess
how am I supposed to buy your movie?
So also I feel a little disappointed because when the total came up, it was 60 something. So I was like, that's a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like excited. When I looked at my credit card statement, that's not what it was. It was 90 something.
Oh.
Because of the US conversion.
Oh.
So I paid US conversion over. So I got a little bit of a dupe.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's fine. I did get something free out of it, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But these are Blu-rays or 4Ks that I probably wouldn't have picked up either otherwise. But I got Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 on 4K. There we go. These don't. I did get one slip, but I wasn't gonna pay the premium to get these later on with a slip. I got Madman, which I've never seen before, or I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. But I'm excited to check this out. So those are the two I bought, and then he gave me, because it was taking so long, he gave me Don't Go Into the Woods Alone, which sounds like a ridiculous movie. And he said it's like a worse version of Madman. So not expecting a lot. This is just the Blu-ray, but it was free. And for what I paid, I guess it wasn't free. I'm going to include these all three in that $90 price tag that I just paid for him. But he was a super nice guy. It's just, I wish that he would have had his shit together here.
And not even him, but the company, I guess.
Yeah, like, pretty much.
They set him up for this, right?
Yeah.
So you can't even say it was him.
I'm going to say one more movie before you get going on, because this is just a quick one. It's just in its own pile.
Yeah.
Fly
By Night.
Fly by Night Toys. Silence of the Lamb, the K&L Studios 4K, $35.
Mm-hmm.
Very good price for this, because I just was looking at the prices today at other stores, and it was like 45 without tax.
Nice.
So this was a hell of a steal. Now I got to get the other two.
And our shirts. Let's do that one quick.
Yeah.
I think they're from DDC Collectibles.
Yeah, we're not sure.
Yeah, we didn't do a great job at.
We just didn't get a card with these for some reason.
Yeah. So I tried to look them up online, and I think that's where we got these. Apologies if it's not.
But pretty wicked. I love my Friday the 13th design.
Yeah. I always love Texas Chainsaw. So, and he looks nasty here.
Yeah, he does.
This way.
That's when he's like looking up and licking the screen, or licking his lips and doing gross stuff.
So, can I go on to Bath Busters?
Absolutely.
Because I was really looking forward to this. I'll start with this little guy. He threw this in for free.
Yep.
Because he knows I love Night of the Demons. It's the little lipstick with the mirror.
And then when you look down, that's the shot of the demon.
Yeah, sorry. Doing my best here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was pumped when he threw that in. He knows I love this movie. But I got Bob. Beetle Bob.
Beetle Bob. Get his head right on there.
It's on as good as it's gonna get. Leave it.
Oh, okay.
I know. I had it. Don't mess with it.
Okay, he's your Bob.
He's my Bob. I got a Bob.
It's a good size. It's like a legit...
I know. He was my favorite part of the movie outside of Dolores.
Yep.
So I'm so excited. Look at him. Look at his eyes. He's just been sitting here staring at me. But yeah, his head can pop off for traveling. I don't think I'm ever going to travel with him again. But
yeah,
so cool.
Yeah, it's really good detail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Beetle Bob.
Yeah, his hair's got like green in it too.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's coming across on the video, but yeah, looks super cool. And he only had one with the stripes. He had a different one with the yellow jacket and the blue head.
Yeah.
And so I messaged him beforehand and was like, hey, how many of those you got? And he said just the one. So I was like, I'll see you Friday. So I went and called dibs.
Yep.
So yeah, very happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. He had a bunch of
Busters.
Bav Busters. Yeah, Chris had a whole bunch of cool stuff at his table that I eyeballing.
Yeah, he makes like little things too. So like if you want to just get something small, you can, like the Jaws tooth or the Jeepers Creepers.
I think that was Improv Productions.
Oh, was it?
They split that table.
Oh, right.
I believe. Okay. He has like a miniature tremor, like the baby tremor.
Mm-hmm.
He had an alien head from the X-Files.
Mm-hmm.
He usually has Jason X masks, but he didn't have that there this year.
No. There's a demon mask.
Yeah, from Demons.
Yeah.
He had that mask there. What else did I see? He had a couple piranhas there as well.
Mm-hmm.
He had a cocaine bear.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think what else I saw. The Thing. He has like a little thing coming out of the blood thing.
Yeah, lots of cool stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
Check out Bav Busters on Instagram and check out In Production Props.
Absolutely, yeah. He had some good stuff out there this year too.
Yeah. You're next.
My next, I guess we'll talk about our local boy. This guy is from London. I'm gonna be showing off a stack of movies I bought from him. I was trying to get in there all weekend to take a serious look at stuff, and every time I went in there, it was just fucking super packed.
Which is good for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bad for us.
But we actually had a little bit of time to chat and stuff, which was nice. Because whenever I went to his storefront, I was a little awkward and weird. But this time we got to actually sit down and not sit down, but we had some time to chat about movies and like stuff coming out and everything like that. So this is Odyssey Records. The store is located in London, Ontario. So I picked up some Blu-rays. I got some pretty decent little ones. I got Digging Up the Marrow. This is written and directed by Adam Green. I got the Blu-rays for a pretty good price. The Lazarus Effect, which I've not seen in a very long time, but I'm excited to rewatch it. I've been looking for it for a while and haven't been able to find it. And then these ones I did have to pay like with taxes and stuff, but I have been dying for a copy of An American Werewolf in London on 4K. I did not have this on Blu-ray, so this is a what do I call this when I upgrade? The selfless of ridiculous. I just upgraded this because I really wanted to see what it looked like in 4K. We also picked up I tried my best to stay away from movies I already owned at this. So I also got Nightmare Beach. This is Kino Cult on 4K. I have no idea what this movie is. I just love that cover art. And I asked Sam about it a few months ago if she would watch it. And she was like, yep, probably would. So I love it. And then, I finally got my hands on The Stepfather 4K from Scream Factory. This is not easily accessible in Canada. So when I saw he had it, this was the first one I picked up. Yeah, I'm super excited to give this a watch. And thank you so much again, Odyssey Records.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we've got Thor's trinkets.
This wasn't the same person that we bought our last glasses from, were they?
No, because she said this was their first time at the con.
Yeah, so this was kind of cool. Oh, I got yours.
That's okay. And I got yours.
Yep. But we don't have any like big glasses. Big glass glasses.
Nice to drink our pop soda.
Yep. So this one here is Camp Crystal Lake, which is actually a really cool design.
Mm-hmm.
I do like it. These are sandblasted, so these are dishwasher friendly. They won't wear off.
Yeah,
they'll last you forever.
Put them in the freezer.
Yeah, and then I got Terrifier there, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they're perfect. They're amazing. I can't wait because I still use those plastic cups a lot, which is fine with me. But I just I want a big glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess we'll go with me again.
Yep.
So I always make here. I'll give you these so you can talk about those. So those are yours. I always make a special point of going out to see Raven Banner. He always is super kind there, and we always work out a deal for whatever I pick up there.
Super nice guy.
Super nice. Go chat him up with him. He loves talking horror. And this movie I had waited for all year to pick up because I've seen it all year. But I was like, let's check out Mad Heidi, the extra cheese edition. I have no idea what this movie is. Matt was telling me that this movie has been like in development hell for like 4 years or like a long time. Okay. It was made and never released. So this comes with like the soundtrack, a loaded Blu-ray, the making of booklet, limited edition trading cards, and a fridge magnet. Pretty decent. It does come with like an alternative slipcover underneath here. I got it for a very reasonable price, so I cannot complain if it's bad or good. And then I also picked this one up. I always mean to pick this one up every year. This was the first year where I was like, I'm fucking doing it. Eli Roth presents The Stranger. No idea what this is about. I just love the cover art and said, I'll pick that up. And then Sam picked up some movies.
I got my DVDs. I always pick up DVDs. I never know anything about them. I read the back and they sound fun. Yep. Don't know if they will be or not. Let me know if you've seen them. Please. I've got Hooked Up.
I think that one I said I'd watch.
The front says, A Twisted Nightmare.
Oh.
The director of Nonstop and Orphan presents.
I know. I wonder what Orphan. Yeah. Like the orphan with the little girl?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
But anyway, we'll see.
All right.
And then I got Deeper, the Retribution of Beth. No idea if it's gonna be any good either. Y'all let me know.
Yeah, I think that was the one I said I wouldn't watch, right?
If you've seen it or not. Yeah, I think it is. And then we got Tonight She Comes. It Follows meets Cabin Fever.
Ooh. That one I said I would watch. I remember reading that one and being like, yeah, that one actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, let me know if you've seen that. Yeah. I mean, It Follows I like, and Cabin Fever I used to like.
Hasn't aged well.
Still like aspects of it. Yeah. But yeah.
I guess before we get to the big things, I still got one left.
Okay.
Black Fawn. We made it to Black Fawn this weekend. Our good friends, Benner. We picked up his new. This was exclusively just at the con this weekend. I think it's coming to the website shortly. This is the Astonishing Tales of Terror. I think this is going to be like a new line he's running. And then it's Night Cries. And then we bought the movies on the Friday. We took them home to the hotel. And then we went back the next day. And all of a sudden some stars showed up. And then from this movie. And then Sam's like, oh, those people, some stars are like the lead characters are in the Black Fawn from the movie.
Doing free autographs.
They're doing autographs. And I'm like, what? So we drove back to the hotel, picked up our copy, and then came back and got them signed.
Yep. And we got a few more items from Black Fawn.
We sure did.
Because we're going to do a giveaway soon.
Yes, we are.
Possibly tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Stay tuned.
Yep.
I'm not sure when I'm going to post it yet.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be 2 new releases from Black Fawn, and maybe one will be signed.
And there's a toque and a koozie.
2 cozies.
2 cozies?
Yep, 2 cozies.
Oh.
And a toque.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay. So.
We're on to our last one.
These were spontaneous.
Spontaneous because, let's be real, we're not going to see them again.
And we've been talking about doing this every Christmas for the past 3 years.
Yep. So these are our Christmas gifts to each other.
And every year we say we're not doing it because we don't have the cash. We had the cash.
We've never seen them at any cons either.
No. One of our dogs needs to poop. It stinks down here.
It's probably Max.
Yeah.
But we'll bust them out. This was very spur of the moment.
If you're on Twitter and Instagram, you've already seen them.
Yeah. But... Oh boy.
There's Bob here.
We did it. We went out. Let's try to get my face over here just so I can closer to the mic. So I got the Trick or Treat Studios original plushie Chucky, and Sam got the NECA 1-to-1 figure of the bride, Chucky, Tiffany.
She's perfect.
So is mine.
We're those people that unbox them. We've already unboxed them.
Yeah.
We took them out in the hotel and put them in the hot tub together.
Yeah, it was funny.
An empty tub, not full.
Yeah. They also had the NECA Chucky ones, so the battle damaged ones from Bide. But this is my Chucky. This is the one that I grew up with. This is the one I love. I'm so excited to finally have one. And he also comes with his little construction set. So he's got a little hammer, as you can see here. He is wearing a hard hat, but you can't see it. And then he's got like a little worksman's bib. No, I did not need those or particularly want them, but I wanted the doll.
Yeah.
And
you saw the doll by itself at Fly By Night.
Yeah.
But unfortunately it sold. So on the Friday it sold and you were going to buy it on the Saturday because you just didn't have the cash on hand. It was in the hotel.
Yep.
Obviously, we didn't think about putting a deposit down or anything. We just chanced it.
Yep.
And he sold it. But then we found that one at another booth. Completely forget the name of the booth, though.
Yeah, I know that we didn't get a card from them or anything, but we were able to talk to them. And
what booth was mine at?
Oh, your booth was. He had a lot of stuff. Like this guy always got a bunch of boutique names.
En linge.
Horror fanatique.
Yeah, so we actually got them down on the price too. Well, both of them.
Yeah, we got both of them down, but they kind of equaled out in price at the end of the day. Yeah. But yeah, I was super excited.
Most expensive dolls we will ever own.
We never need to buy another one.
No, we got them.
Never gonna get rid of these.
We're done.
If we have to, sell some stuff, we'll sell a leg.
Keeping the dolls, take my leg.
Yeah. Because we will never find these again. Any situation like these are double, if not more, the price than what we paid for. So on eBay, anyways.
Yeah.
I do actually have one more thing to show. Surreal Studios.
Right.
Yep, I just plugged it in. So
right, and we have a video of this. Oh, and this.
And this.
We have a video. We interviewed Matt from Surreal Studios on this item when he first made it. So check that video out. I will put the link in our description. Hopefully I remember to do that. So you can check that out and he talks about it and we show it off because right now it's kind of hard to show on this camera.
I plugged it in.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't show it off.
Oh. I got this.
It's a house poster. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I broke it. Okay, so there's the lower light. You
should just tell them to go to the video.
Yeah.
This is too complicated right now.
I already figured it out.
Oh, yeah. It rings the doorbell.
It rings the doorbell.
Bruce, get away from that piece. Hey, buddy.
I love it. It's fantastic.
I don't know where it went.
It's under me, I think.
Okay.
Who's going?
Who's going?
Yeah, I'm super pumped. I just got to find somewhere to hang it.
It's under me. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find somewhere. So we changed it up to a plug this time instead of
hi, baby.
A plug instead of batteries. So now it'll last forever.
Awesome.
Can you hear the motor running? Can you unplug me?
Yep. And then we also Zelfa Comics and Collectibles.
Yeah.
So it's like an interactive game.
Yep.
I guess. And he only made 25.
Yep.
And he wants feedback on how the game plays. So I'm excited to try it out.
Yeah, me too. It comes with a comic book, which he signed, that he made. He also does a little run of a comic book series, and then he does 3D cardboard posters. This year, he brought in the glow-in-the-dark ones, which look really cool.
Yeah, they're really cool.
All the posters look fantastic.
Yeah. And it says, do as you were told or lose your soul. If you're still friends at the end, you win.
Nice.
So I'm excited to play that whenever we have some friends over.
Yeah.
Which is not often, but that's okay. Maybe Bo will want to play with us one night.
Yeah.
Kayla. Let me get this piece that fell.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
But that's everything.
That is everything.
So overall thoughts?
I had a very good con.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun meeting everybody. It's not like one of those cons where I regret spending money to meet somebody. I feel like every year when we get to go back and talk to the people that we've met the year before, everything just gets more and more personal. So like, I have a great time, and I feel like they're just going to get better and better.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I had a lot of fun too. There was a lot of vendors. So like they used the whole space, it felt like.
Yeah, this felt like the biggest one.
Lines weren't bad at all.
Nope.
It wasn't like it was full, but it wasn't like jam-packed, crowded or anything.
Yeah.
I just felt like it went well. I don't know how Sunday went because we didn't go Sunday after 2 days. Like, there's only so much you can see.
Yeah.
We didn't do any of the panels other than the Talk Scary to Me podcast, but I've been seeing people post about them and they look fun. Yeah, I had a good time.
Sure.
We did not do the after party. They did do a free after party where some guests showed up, but didn't want to.
We had Popeyes in bed.
Yes, we did. That's what happens when you stop drinking. Popeyes in bed and a pop.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall good time, and I'm excited to see who they announce for next year.
Yeah, me too.
What do we got going on this week? We got lots going on this week. We're going on a night of horror tomorrow night for Killer Con. There's a lot of people coming on. It's a Halloween special. Tuesday night, we're talking found footage with a bunch of people on Frank's Live, Frank's Media and Reviews. We are doing... we're doing a tier ranking on Wednesday night, just us two. And it's going to be for Halloween movies to watch. And then it's Halloween.
Yep. And then we'll see what November brings.
Yeah. We got a horror hangout in the beginning of November I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, if you made it this far. I know it's a long video.
It is. These post-conversations usually are.
Yeah. And if you went to Frightmare, let us know what your experience was like. How did you like meeting the people? What did you think of the con itself? What did you buy?
Yeah, is there anything that you would have done differently?
Yeah. And as always, thank you for subscribing, and don't forget to hit that like button.
Awesome. And always remember, stay spooky.